We are Lindsey plus Mike, and when we set out across the United States in an RV for the summer, our to-do list included seeing the redwoods of California and not driving through the mountains.
Nice mountains. Good mountains.
In this week's video, one of those gets checked off our list when we take a day trip to Sequoia National Park. Good morning, guys. We're going to Sequoia National Park today. I've never actually seen a redwood in person, so I'm quite excited. This is one of the things that I wanted to do on this trip. So Lindsey and the kids are getting ready right now in the camper. We want to leave in about 15 minutes or so. It's a 3-hour drive. We plan on spending all day there, and we're going to take you with us, so let's go. I don't know if you guys can even see the mountains on this camera. It's like some sort of epic Lovecraftian horror in the haze in the distance.
Alright. No. We're gonna go turn around and go the other way. No. No. Do you see these mountains? Do you see the mountains?
Lindsey still suffers from a little bit of a PTSD from a trip about 2 years ago when she towed the A-liner
Through the $1 Million Highway from Grand Junction, Colorado to Durango, Colorado. No.
Not just the $1 Million Highway, just in general, towing the A-liner through the mountains and the twisty turns and the switchbacks and...
It really was the $1 Million Highway because there were all the twisty turns and the windy roads with no guardrail and the road falling off the side of the mountain. Sometimes in sections the road was missing.
So every time on this trip that we've approached mountains or driven through some sort of mountainous areas, she's been having some anxiety. And now we have these.
My voice goes up an octave or two every time I see mountains. Oh my gosh, and do you realize that we're driving straight towards them? They're getting closer by the minute. My only consolation is that surely redwoods can't grow up in, like, you know, really, really mountainous terrain. Super mountainous terrain. So maybe we're not going all the way to the mountains. Maybe we're just going up to the mountains and just, you know, look at them from a distance. You know, nice mountains. You stay there. You stay there in the distance. Nice mountains. Good mountains. I love mountains. Mountains are a part of my soul. So it's a very, very strained relationship that I have with them now after my last road trip. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna be seasick. We're going wee, 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 all over the place.
All the way home.
Yeah, wee, wee, all the way home. All the way to Sequoia National Forest. We're here. Now I'm focusing on not driving off the cliff. Oh, no, this is not the kind of driving I like at all. Oh my gosh, nope. Oh. Nobody said anything about this. Nobody said anything about this. Guys, how did we not know that there was going to be this kind of driving here?
We're here, guys, Sequoia National Park. It's quite mountainous around here. Lots of twisty-turny driving. So we pulled off to the side of the road shortly after entering the park because we saw this.
Our first stop at Sequoia National Forest, Tunnel Rock. They used to be able to drive through here, but those rocks are in the way.
And here we are. We're in the parking lot for the General Sherman tree, so it's about a half-a-mile hike. And then we're gonna go see the largest tree in the world.
Going for a hike? You're bouncing along? You got a bouncy ride there.
Oh, we're going downhill. The biggest tree in the world by volume. General Sherman, and it does not disappoint. That is a big tree. The top is dead, so it's not growing any taller, but it is still growing every single year, and it adds enough wood for another good-sized tree every year.
Just that one branch, just this one branch, that is the size of a large tree. I'm like pointing the camera straight up, but this is a tree all by itself.
Yeah.
Just one branch. That's where it broke off, I think. And now,
Which one?
here it is.
Oh, that one.
You guys, I am inside a redwood tree. All the way inside. Look, come here, Felicity. Like, she fits in here too. Our whole family could fit in here. Huff, huff. So I feel like this was harder than Walnut Canyon.
No. Walnut Canyon was harder.
Really?
Yeah.
You think so? Okay. I guess the man carrying the 35-pound kid on his back would be able to say for sure.
So, I realized while editing today's video that we never actually finished recording for the day. It was almost midnight when we got back from Sequoia National Park, and getting the kids to bed was less than peaceful, to say the least. It must have slipped our tired minds to actually finish recording and sign off for the day. Anyway, we had a great time seeing all those giant redwoods, and even though the hike was a little hard carrying Alex, it was still a great and wonderful time. Glad we did it. And I hope you guys enjoyed coming along with us too. Until next week.
Felicity, you're such a silly girl.
What?
You're a silly girl. You make this harder than it needs to be.